Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Good morning. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Espresso with me, Darius Onuchauskas. Today is the 4th of May 2018. So we're going to have a look at the markets, what happened yesterday, what to expect from them today, what levels to watch out for, as usual. But before we do that, let's have a look at our risk disclaimer, also as usual. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. So, also quick reminder of our JFD Brokers research page, where you can go in and have a look at our different analysis that we do on a daily basis, different trading shoutouts, different analysis in different languages as well. So yeah, guys, feel free to visit us and check us out. But for now, let's have a look at the charts. So the first one I want to look at is the FTSE 100, and we are seeing some bearish signals right now for just a little bit. Certainly we are still above this upwards moving trend line, but we've managed to move yesterday. I was talking about this level here, the 75.10 approximately there, the area actually between the 75.10 and 7500. We've managed to close here slightly above the the psychological 7500 level. Now probably all eyes are on today's activity, and let's see if we're gonna stay above this upwards moving support line, I would say, or actually we're gonna break below it and head lower. If we do get something like this, guys, I mean, keep an eye on this level first here at the 74.35 approximately there. A break below that could send this index towards this 200 EMA here, or even the 100 EMA a little bit lower. A break below both of these, of course, opens the path towards these lower levels at around 73.10, 7300. But for now, I mean, that's still would be quite a big move for it to do today, let's say. So that's why we're at the moment we're just considering this level first, the 74.35. But that is only, of course, if we get a nice break here below this upwards moving support line. On the upside, if we manage to push away from the 7500 mark, and then push a little bit higher, and then we start taking out these recent highs, or let's say yesterday's highs here at around 75.55, and then head towards the day before highs, we could eventually hit this level right here that I've got highlighted at the 75.85 level approximately there. So watch out for this, guys. I mean, if we get a nice push away from the 7500 and then 7510, watch out for this 75.85 level. Okay, so let's have a look at DAX. So DAX is slightly more looking negative than the FTSE, to be honest. Even though I can see that it found its support yesterday here at around this 200 EMA level, shown here as a black line. And now, of course, yeah, the question is also, I mean, will we see some continuation to the downside today, or actually we're gonna see a reversal, maybe back up above this 12,750 and then a move towards this 12,850 approximately there. Certainly that's the main question for today. At the moment, probably I would say it's quite difficult to say. I mean, it is just trading here at the moment, even though it is giving us some sort of like bearish indication here, bearish signal, but it is getting held here by this 200 EMA. Now, if we get a move below this 12,600 level, then yep, probably it could open the path towards these lower levels here. Especially keep an eye on the next one here at the 12,460 approximately there. This level I was talking about this level for quite a while in my previous videos. So yeah, but that is of course only if we get a nice move below the 12,600. Let's have a look quickly at gold. Gold, yesterday we managed to touch this triangle formation from underneath. We tested it, but then we retraced back, and now we are just stuck in here in this little zone here between this level here between the 1307 and the bottom side of the triangle. So for now, of course, we're going to stay neutral on this one. We would need to see a better decisive move from this. Either we get back into the triangle here and then take out this 1320-21 level and then head higher, or we actually move back down, test the 1307 again, test this 200 EMA, and we'd start breaking both of those. I mean, if we start seeing something like that, then yep, keep an eye on the psychological 1300, guys. But that, like I said, that is only, of course, if we get a nice move below here. Let's have a look at DXY quickly. It's what it's up to. So, okay, wonderful. We see that I was talking about this level here, this area approximately here around the 92.70 area, approximately there. Now we managed to get to touch it, slightly moved above it, and now we are moving, slightly retracing. Now, of course, was it, the question here, was it just a day's correction here and now when we're going to continue pushing higher? We do have some, as you probably are aware, we do have some data coming out, important data coming out from the US, so keep an eye on this one, guys. I mean, we could see some sort of like bigger jumps here on the, I mean, if this negativity could continue, then a good level to test could be this 200 EMA here on the daily chart, and that is around the 92 mark, maybe slightly a little bit lower, but approximately there. The 92 mark could act as a good level of support as well, or even actually if we do see a bit of a move lower, then we could see a little touch here, maybe around the 91.80 mark as well. So keep an eye on this one, guys. Keep an eye on these downside levels. On the upside, we need to take out these this level first, the 92.70. If we do see something like this, if we do take out the 92.70, it could potentially open the path towards a little bit higher levels. But then we'll have to evaluate it there. I mean, and check and see where it wants to continue pushing. I do have this bigger level here in the longer term, probably for the longer term, probably, which is the 94.20 approximately there. But that's I think that could be a bit of a too big of a jump for the dollar index to complete. For now, of course. Let's have a look at the euro dollar quickly. The euro dollar, it's okay, so it's slightly reversing here to the downside today, but yesterday we saw that it picked up some gains here. We moved a little bit higher here, managed to touch the 120, 100 levels. So we are at an interesting spot, to be honest. I mean, it seems like maybe it wants to reverse a little bit to go to the upside, but then again, still the downwards trend is still strong. Let's put this one here. We can see that. Let me just adjust this quite better. So we can see that it is getting held here by this downwards moving resistance line here, downwards moving trend line, and we are getting held until we see a nice break here to the upside. We're probably going to stay more somewhat maybe more negative than positive. So even though, like I said, it is showing, it is trying to show us some sort of like recovery, that it wants to do some sort of a bit of recovery. So for now, keep an eye on this level, guys. I mean, keep an eye on the psychological 120 again, and then above that 120, 150 approximately there. We do have the 200 EMA as well around that level, and of course we do have this downwards moving trend line. So if we see a nice pop here to the upside, a break above this, then well, I mean, we could push away the downside for now and could consider some higher levels again, these previous highs. Watch out for this key level here, the 12900, that acted as a good level of resistance in 2017. So on the downside, of course, keep an eye on these recent lows here at around the 119,400. A break below that could send it towards this 119,150, guys. Let's have a quick look at GBP USD now, and GBP USD is still looking weak. It seems that it wants to continue pushing lower. It wants to touch this 200 EMA here on the daily chart, but I mean, will we see that today? Well, to be honest, it would be interesting to see that, but for now I would probably stay more neutral on this, because we're at this interesting spot here, even though, yeah, we are also on this downwards moving trend line here. It's getting held by this downwards moving trend line, but like I said, anything can happen. I mean, we are close to this 200 EMA here, and we are close to this downwards moving trend line. So for now, probably I would say keep an eye on it. I mean, like I said, this area is quite tricky right now, so let's see what it wants to do later on, of course. Let's quickly have a look at Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar now, we're seeing a bit of retracement here to the upside. It touched the bottom side of the downwards moving trend channel here, and it seemed that it wanted to move back above it, but still it got held here by this area that I've got highlighted here at around 0.7555. Until we see a nice break above this level, we're not probably going to consider any upside. But if we do get something like a nice break here to the upside, keep an eye on this next level. It's 0.76250 approximately there, and then of course higher. For now, if this reverses and moves lower, watch out for this key area here at the 0.74750 approximately there. A break below that could open the path towards lower levels. Let's have a look at a few more pairs quickly. So USD JPY. This is being a little bit of, well, very tricky, to be honest. I mean, it seems that one day it wants to continue pushing higher. I mean, it wants to go and conquer new highs, but then the next day we can see that it is reversing, and reversing quite significantly and moving below this upwards moving trend line that started in 2012. This big line here, and now of course the question is, are we going to test this the bottom side of this upwards this rising channel, or are we going to actually reverse and head higher? Certainly with such a bearish candle that we saw yesterday, I mean, there is a strong potential for this to move a little bit lower, maybe test this area here at the bottom side of this rising channel, and also we do have this 100 EMA here approaching that area, so could potentially work out something interesting, and we could see maybe a touch of this 108.700, or even a little bit lower here, a quick touch of the 108.550 approximately there. So for now, keep an eye on it, keep an eye on this level. I mean, I wouldn't probably, until we see a break below this rising channel, then we're gonna probably become more negative, more bearish on this pair. But for now, it's just stuck here in this area. For us to be more bullish on this pair, we would need to see a nice clear break here above the psychological 110 level, and then eventually the 110-200. So watch out for this, guys. And one of my last pairs that I wanted to show you guys, probably not this one actually, sorry, the USD CHF. So the dollar Swiss, we are at this point here at an interesting level. We are not far from the psychological 1 mark, 1 level, so keep an eye on it, guys. I mean, if we see a nice pop to the upside, a break above the psychological 1 mark, so yeah, guys, I mean, we are opening the path towards this 1.005 approximately there, 1.04005. So keep an eye on this one. We could, like I said, we could see a pop today, some sort. Either, of course, yeah, it is always either to the upside or to the downside. But watch today's data, watch it carefully, and see if this level is going to act as a good level of resistance where it is now, the 0.99800 approximately there. We could see a bit of retracement here to the downside to test this upper side of the rising channel here and tested from above. A break below that could push this pair back into this rising channel, and we could see maybe a little bit moves a little bit lower. So for now, keep an eye on it. Probably it would be difficult to trade it right now, but at the same time, it is actually building up something nice here. Okay, guys, I'll have to wrap it up here, and I hope you have a good European session. If you want to join me later on today, please do. My trader's tea time, so that's around 13:15 GMT time, 14:15 British Summer Time. But for now, as always, keep an eye on the price action, guys, and thank you very much.